Hey team, it's me, Marvelous Matt. As you can see, we are still in the underground of the Dead Zone. X-Men Legends 2, Rise of Apocalypse.
Ooh, I got me some moves. Y'all shouldn't have gone messing with Gambit.
That should keep the Cersei population down until we can find a more permanent solution.
Roger that, Wanda. Queen's Lair. Huh. This guy looks very menacing. Looks like the power could almost be from Sandman. Or is it Avalanche? Oh, hi there! This is taking me back to the Aliens movie. Stinking xenomorphs.
So our master Zealot was correct. He knew that followers of Magneto would attempt to enter Genosha through these caves.
Who's Zealot? Huh?
He is the one true leader of Genosha, and he will depose the interloper, Magneto, and claim the throne of this island for his own.
Sounds like a real nice guy. I'm guessing you're his stooges.
We are the minions of Zealot, and we have been ordered to dispatch you.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Zealot, huh? So that's the guy we're facing.
How pathetic.
Ugh! Get me out of that, please.
Sorry, my friends.
What's that supposed to be? That's a Cersei queen. They must be looking to create new colonies. We have to stop her before she leaves the nest, or there'll be even more Cersei to deal with. Their queen.
I wish I hadn't had to do this.
I'm even stronger now.
Affirmative.
A data disk. I wonder what I can use that for.
Yes. Enjoy your sleep.
Points. I need help.
Take this! Stinking cockroaches. As Wolverine would call them in the 90s X-Men cartoon, cockroaches from Mars!
It appears my esteemed colleague Magneto is even more delusional than I thought. Don't you people realize you're following a madman?
Who are you?
My name is Zealot. I used to be on the ruling council of Genosha.
But now you're working for Apocalypse.
I've always been an opponent of Magneto. His lies were poisoning all mutant kind. Now that Apocalypse is here, things will be set right.
You do realize that Apocalypse is worse than Magneto, right? Guess you didn't get the memo. Anyway, Magneto is not a liar.
What fools! You've fallen under his spell too. Don't you realize he seeks to weaken all mutants, to bend them to his own evil purposes?
No. Magneto established Genosha to protect mutants.
He seeks to make them depend on him, to look at him as some type of messiah. But I know the truth, and I will stop Magneto.
Apocalypse is worse than Magneto. Ah, I already said that.
Granted. Apocalypse is ruthless, but I've been assured once he's acquired what he seeks, he will leave peacefully.
And you'll be left in charge of Genosha?
That was the agreement. So you see, in the end, Genosha will benefit.
Stand aside. We're going through that door.
A pity there's no discussing the matter rationally. I'm afraid I'll have to kill you all.
Huh? We're trapped.
You should have run when you had the chance.
My powers grow in strength. Damn challenge, Zealot.
Those guys again.
That's it for this trap. But let's keep an eye out for any other surprises that Zealot might have planned for us.
I wish I hadn't had to do that.
Hey, I destroyed some mushrooms.
Still alive, eh? Very surprising. Very surprising indeed. But why continue? Don't you see the truth? Magneto is leading you to your destruction.
No, he's not. He wants to free Genosha from Apocalypse.
But don't you see? It doesn't need saving. Once control of Genosha is handed over to me, all mutants will live in peace and prosperity.
You're not the rightful leader of Genosha. Magneto is. The people will only follow him.
My, you can be rather thick-headed. Well, soon you won't be a bother to me or Apocalypse. Farewell, fools.
No way. We did not tell you to leave.
Leave no survivors.
That should keep the last of the Sissy Queens. Wait, that should be the last of the Sissy Queens. Now Genosha should be safe from these bargains invest in the island. Now we gotta deal with Zealot.
Zealot will triumph.
Okay,
Enjoy your slumber.
let's move out, team. But keep an eye open for Zealot. He's still somewhere in these tunnels.
Now to unleash the ultimate mutant.
Wolverine.
Let's rock.
We be looking mighty strong. Right.
I think he's this way.
What are you doing here, Magneto? Shouldn't you be sitting on a throne giving orders? It's not your style to do any of the dirty work.
Zealot, you have no idea the number of times I wanted to permanently silence your endless prattle during the Genoshan Council meetings.
You can't silence me, Magneto. The people of Genosha know that I will lead them to a better tomorrow. They are done listening to your poisonous lies.
You? As the leader? The people of Genosha would sooner be ruled over by a chimpanzee. Face it, Zealot. You are barely able to garner enough votes to join the council.
Diddy Kong?
But the number of people faithful to me have grown and become more vocal. They would follow me to the ends of the earth.
The few misguided Genoshans who follow you only do so because you've promised them power and prestige once you've gained control.
How wrong you are, Magneto. And once Apocalypse has found what he wants, he will hand control of Genosha over to me. Then, you will see how the people love me.
Zealot, don't tell me you're starting to believe your own lies. That can be very dangerous.
Here, here.
You've insulted me for the last time, Magneto. I will destroy you.
Let's rock and roll, Zealot! Did I just make a pun?
Last last much longer.
Yep, just like Avalanche.
You won't last much longer.
Ain't got the power right now. Get over here, pronto! Ain't got the power right now.
Your power is
A little short on power for that.
You make a fine killing in the landscape. You know that, Zealot?
A little short on power for that.
You won't last much longer.
Give me a hand or I'm toast. A little short on power for that. Ain't got the power right now.
Come on.
Won't last much longer.
Magneto.
We'll have to talk to Mystique when we get back to the sanctuary. As much as she enjoys schemes and deceptions, she probably knows all about Zealot.
Quickly, get out of here. Apocalypse mined the seawall with bombs. If he detonates them, the entire city will flood.
Blink, can you teleport this woman to the sanctuary?
You got it. Teleporting now.
Professor Xavier, we just had a report that Apocalypse has placed bombs in the seawall of Genosha.
When time permits, return to the sanctuary and meet with me. We should discuss this in greater detail.
There's Mystique now.
Oh, it's an X-Man. Shouldn't you be helping a little old lady cross a street? Or getting a cat out of a tree?
Ah, Mystique. A displeasure as always.
The displeasure's all mine. But now that Sabretooth's little pet Blink has been rescued, at least we can save Genosha.
First, we have to get into Genosha.
And that's why you must return to the dead zone. Computers in the downed Genoshan aircraft should contain the security code that will open the doors into the city. Use the mission computer by Xavier if you want a full briefing on the security code.
That task is already accomplished. Thanks anyway. What's Genosha?
It's a city Magneto founded to act as a haven for all mutants. The population numbers in the thousands, even though it was started only a short time ago.
Why is most of the city underground?
To hide it from prying eyes. The humans would give us no end of grief if they knew where Genosha was located.
What was the battle like for Genosha?
Apocalypse struck without warning. Hundreds of his jets attacked in the middle of the night. He should have overwhelmed us just by sheer numbers.
But he didn't.
Oh no. Magneto fought back like the masterful strategist that he is. Despite having aging aircraft at his command, he slowly turned the tide of the battle.
Then how did you lose?
Apocalypse was even more brutal than we had thought. He fired off an EMP bomb that caused all aircraft on both sides to drop out of the sky. We were left defenseless.
How do you feel about teaming up with the X-Men?
I hate it just as much as the rest of the Brotherhood, but it shows just how great our leader is.
What do you mean?
Magneto is willing to cast aside his hatred for the X-Men in order to save Genosha. I ask you, how many men would be brave enough to request help from their enemy?
Who was the man we fought in the Circe tunnels?
Zealot? He was a member of the Genoshan ruling council.
Why would he join up with Apocalypse?
It's no surprise, really. The little creep is consumed with his jealousy of Magneto. He was always trying to convince people that Magneto was leading them to their doom.
You've been more helpful than usual, Mystique.
Only because I have to be.
Which mission briefing would you like?
Defuse the seawall bombs. This could be from bad to worse now that Apocalypse has planted bombs in Genosha.
You did well, battling your way through the Circe tunnels and defeating Zealot. But now, a much bigger challenge awaits us.
The X-Men survived the worst you've thrown at us, so it's not like Apocalypse is gonna slow us down.
Hey, Bobby, why don't you just shut your yap?
Huh. Big and dumb.
Oh,
Ooh,
man.
What an unusual combination.
So you must be looking to die, huh?
Yeah, like that's gonna happen at the hands of some bulked up steroid freak like you.
Do not trouble yourself, comrade. Allow me to deal with this Cossack.
You're certainly welcome to try, comrade.
This could get good.
Snowboy here's even welcome to join in.
Gentlemen, this is not the time or place for your childish outbursts.
But he started it. Look, why do you always...
Robert, be quiet.
Yes, sir.
Man.
As I was saying, a much bigger challenge awaits us. Apocalypse has placed several bombs on the lower seawall of Genosha. Should we attempt to retake the city, he would detonate them.
Father, all of Genosha would flood. Thousands would drown.
And that is why we must be cautious. A team is needed to remove the charges before we venture further into Genosha. Let us proceed immediately.
Roger that. Let's just hope we're not too late. I'll be right back, gang.